You're a free agent at the end of this year, obviously. The Pittsburgh option is up. Does the concept of a shorter season or changing the variance once or if the season comes back, like no fans or shorter, where you'll be playing, does that scare or affect you kind of in business?
No, not really. I mean, I know that it could definitely have a trickle down effect once I hit free agency in terms of like contracts and stuff like that. But I'm not really too concerned about it because I'm not the only one that's going through this. So
Yeah.
there's other people that are going through the same situation. And I just want to get out there and play. I don't really care too much if there are fans or not. I think if you get the world's greatest players around in one area to play games with no fans, you'll really see who has it. You know what I mean? Day in, day out. Rather than, when you show up at Dodger Stadium, you have 50,000 fans screaming. It gives you a little bit different type of energy. You know what I mean? You don't really have to dig as deep because you have that electricity in the atmosphere. But if you're showing up in Arizona, and you're playing with no fans, you really have to dive deep every single day you step into on that mound or in that box and really figure out what you're made of. So I don't mind it either way. I just want to get out and play ball and,
Totally.
do what I've been practicing my whole life. You know what I mean? Go show the world what I've been doing and continue to pursue, all the things that I want to do in my life in this game.
Yeah, well, speaking of that, you were set to be the opening day closer for the team, which is something you were definitely building on. You wanted to get back to that position. How are you trying to stay warm and get in pitches for that opportunity? Like this is sort of what you've been asking for since the trade. I mean, other than working out, like mentally, what is it that you're sticking with, especially as a closer, which is its own mentality?
I mean, I did it before in Texas, and I did it in the minor leagues. So I've had like the same mantra for the most part: is first pitch strikes and three outs, and that's always been something that I've always told myself that's been repetitive in my mindset. So since this quarantine has happened, I've been throwing two bullpens a week and trying to stay on point with throwing game like intensity and trying to stay locked in. I mean, even bringing up like mock batters and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and pitching to them how I would pitch them if we were in season, with sequences and certain pitches and stuff like that.
Sure. Have you been in contact with coaches during the quarantine as well?
Yeah, we have coaching staff, medical staff, and even our GM has reached out, which has been really nice. They've been really consistent on reaching out to us, giving us information as soon as they get information, as well as spreadsheets on throwing programs. Our weight training and conditioning coaches also sent out a spreadsheet on how to continuously stay engaged with your workouts and stuff like that all the way up until the end of this month. So they've done a really good job facilitating, getting all the guys to be collective. We were just on a Zoom call last Thursday where we had the whole bullpen together. So, everyone's engaged, everyone's on point. It was pretty cool because you had guys from DR, guys in Rhode Island, California, Texas, San Diego, all over the world, who managed to be able to show up on that Zoom call at the same time. So
That's awesome.
that was really good.